What's up, guys? Welcome back. B is for boost. First time checking me out, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. If you're back from other videos, well, welcome back. What are we doing today? Something that I've been dreading to do. Okay, so you see I have tons of projects on the go, and today I'm going to start working on my Civic truck. For anyone that doesn't know, this is my 1999 four-door Civic. You know, we powder coated some stuff in the engine bay, we're turboing it, shaved it, we're doing its thing. Since I've been waiting on Jeff, and Jeff's a busy guy himself, I'm the one that does the body work, unfortunately. So now it's time for me to stop slacking and start working. It's gonna be very difficult, it's gonna be very long. I have a torn tendons in my elbow, so I'm pretty well useless, to be honest. But we're gonna try to work through it and see what we can do. So this has been done for several months. It's been sitting around. It's starting to rust in spots that was not covered, obviously. Here. So honestly, this all has to go. It can't stay. Same with the stuff we already did on the roof, because, you know, we want it to be a clean surface and we want it to be good. We want it to last. So I'm going to use my electric grinder and some flatbrewer discs, and I'm going to grind it all off, start from scratch. As you see down here, I haven't finished welding up through here either, so I'm going to clean that up, and I'm going to lay my fiberglass up here once this is off, and then I'll do back there, and then I'll start welding this up, finish that up, and then it's time to do this whole quarter panel. We're going to do this whole driver's side quarter panel because it needs to be done, guys. There's no other options. It's time to do its thing. So let's get on with this. Let's have some fun. It's not going to be fun. So we need to do this. That's what we need to do. So that was a pain in the butt. I got all of it grounded down, and I back sand a little bit of it where I'm going to be doing some fiberglass. So now I'm going to mix up my fiberglass. I'll show you what I did, and this is just going to fill in the low spots or a couple spots that might have warped, and then I will end up coating the whole panel and sand it down. So this is just pretty well sealing my weld and helping with any rust. So before I start mixing that, how about I show you? I basically grounded it all down to start fresh because, like I said, it was rusting and I don't want it to rust later on. So my plan is to probably go to about here. I need to weld like an inch here, so I'm gonna probably cut my line off there and do that piece later. My whole plan is to do the whole quarter panel. So I wanna go right to the passenger side door over there, and I wanna go to here. So I wanna get this all sealed, all covered up. That way there's no bare metal, and that way it won't continue to rust with the moisture in my garage. That is my game plan. So like I said, I'm gonna take the fiberglass and I'm gonna go through here. I'm just gonna seal all my welds, and then I'm going to coat the whole panel and hope for the best. As you guys see, it is kind of a pain in the butt, to be honest. It is a lot of work, and it's probably the reason a lot of people don't do this. But with a lot of work, just means it's going to look that much nicer. So I didn't mix up a lot because, like I said, it's just literally going to be for that. I don't know how familiar you guys are with body work, but it's a pain in the butt, and it's going to be a long process because it's such a large area that I want straight. So it's going to have to be done fiberglass and body fill and putty, and then I'm going to prime it, and then I'm going to have to block it, and I'm going to re-prime it to make sure I miss nothing. I'm going to guide coat it in between each one, and it's basically just enough to show that it's going to be straight, because I want this to be as straight as possible. People are going to look at it. It's a Civic truck. How often do you guys see a Civic truck? Sad thing is, all our shows are old car shows around here, so I don't even know if people will appreciate the work that's gone into it, but at the end of the day, I'm doing it for you guys and doing it to say I've done it, so I think it'll be cool. This needs to get done, so hopefully it puts a fire under Jeff's butt and we can finish off the couple other things that we need to do. Now, it's really muggy today, guys, so I probably don't have a lot of time to put this on, so I'm just going to jump to it, and we'll be back when we're done. get too far, guys, because I was planning on trying to get like all the welds up here and stuff, but it's really, really muggy and really humid, so there's really not much of a chance. So I got the welds here for the door coming down, the patch panel that was put in here, and I started up there. Now again, I'm not trying to build up a lot. I'm just covering the seal, the weld, I should say. Again, I'm not trying to cover up a lot, guys. I'm just trying to cover up the weld, waterproof it, and then I'm going to sand it down, and then I'm going to end up coating the whole quarter. So I'm going to have to end up back sanding this later. But for now, I got to stop about here anyways, because I got to finish that corner piece. As you see, there's the corner piece there, so I need to finish making that. So I'm going to stop right around here. So my plan is to get all this in body fill and all of it sanded. It shouldn't take long to set up, and it shouldn't take long to make into a nice, decent quarter panel. And then we'll move from there. So there's really no point in me showing you sanding and then more body fill sanding, more body fill sanding, banging some dents out, screaming, yelling, pulling my hair out, more sanding. Did I mention more sanding and then primer? So I think we'll check back in with you guys afterwards. Listen to the Civic, woo, second gear. Is that what I get to look forward to when I own a Civic? I just can't even get over it. No power to spin going in first, but we can chirp the second gear when I just clutch kick that right quickly. Anyways, guys, we will be back. I do gotta say, it's kind of nice to actually be able to do something. Now, I'm in pain, but it's still kind of nice to not sit in the house and do nothing all day long. So, here we are. Been working on the Civic truck slowly but surely, and I'm gonna show you where we're at right now. Couple of things is, it's a lot of work. A lot of work. So, we want to get this in primer hopefully tomorrow. Just the passenger side quarter, maybe part of the roof. Here, I'll show you. So we grounded down all the fiberglass as you guys seen, and then I laid some new fiberglass. I did that because of the moisture in my garage and things were starting to rust. So I didn't want to have any issues later on down the road. See here, a lot of this is done. Now this is just some fiberglass, and then we're gonna have to obviously add body fill, which I'm gonna do now. And you'll see over here that this is already back sanded, so I can start adding body fill this way. This is what's going to be a little trickier for most people. I'm not going any farther than here right now, due to the fact is you'll see I need to finish this corner cap, grind that down. So I'm going to be welding, which means the heat's going to be through here. I'm not going any farther than this. So when it comes time, I grind this down here and add to this. This is going to be a high spot, and it's going to be hard to knock down unless you've done it before, and your eyes can throw you off. So like if you see all the different layers here, that means it's different layers of fiberglass. And if you're looking at it, you'll think it's a high spot. So like you kind of got to look away when you're feeling it. It's kind of a pain in the butt. So I'm going to stop to here, and I'm going to probably stop to here, and then I'm going to weld this part up, finish that cap, and then I will finish a little bit of welding here, or body work there. That's no big deal. But you'll see down here, because I'm not going any further than here right now, because I need to get on the ground and weld up this little 2 inches down here. So again, I'm going to have to fiberglass this, body fill this after the welding's done. It's such a big panel, and it's really humid, so either you don't put enough hardener in it and it takes forever to dry, or you put too much in it. So it's hard to do in sections, but I'm gonna have to do my best here and make this straight. So my plan is to go from this door, like I said, all the way back to about here. That way I can finish up there, get all that straight, get all this straight, and then I can basically sand this with some 180, because I'm going to prime this whole quarter panel, and then do down here and there last. So hopefully tomorrow I can have that done if I can get all this done. Now you see I did grind a lot of this up here to get the surface rust off my angle iron. It's thick, guys, so but I didn't go all the way through because I don't know what I'm doing yet. I only ground it back because this is where the door window frame was, so I wanted to get some glass in there, and then I'll just put a little body fill there. So here, I don't know what I'm doing yet. Same with here and here, or all the way across. I'm probably gonna go to Kenny U-Pole and grab myself like the top of a bed liner or the top of a rail that's plastic, and see if I can shape it, lengthen it, panel bond it together, smooth it, and maybe make it look like a truck bed. So I'll have like a little bit of plastic coming on the end. I do have a fiberglass flat cover for this anyways that I need to make work off of a Canyon, so that's going to be fun as well. So here you'll see, you know, starting to rust here. I'm going to have to do the same thing to this later on this week, is get all this taken off again and start from scratch, which really sucks. But I want to get this primed to about here, get this done, and then I'll work the other side, do the roof last, because the glass needs to come out for this roof to be pretty well done. Next week, I'm hoping that the jambs can be painted, the inside of the doors can be painted, they can be on, and then the fenders can be on good, since they're just sitting there and not fitted properly. And then I can start fitting everything on this car. Jeff comes, we can start doing all the small miscellaneous stuff. So that's enough of me talking. I'm going to literally start laying some more body fill. So now it's time for the body fill that all the welds have been sealed with fiberglass, and now I can straighten it out. So hopefully this is gonna work as planned. For you guys that haven't seen inside the box. So here's inside the box. This side I tacked a couple spots. That side's completely open still, so you can see the square tubing everywhere. And then the bed side will be tacked to the square tubing. So that will seal that up. And then I also plan on probably put 4 holes, and then I'll put my caps in it so I can actually bedline inside, not bedline, sorry, undercoat inside. So that's my plan there. That's basically just to make sure it's well undercoated. And then I'm gonna bedline probably from here down all the way across, and probably bedline to about, I don't want to bedline to here because then I think it would look stupid to have this bedlined and this body color. So I might have to paint to about here and then this bedline down here, but it might look stupid coming up. I honestly don't know yet. You'll see that we are putting a fake floor in. So we'll probably put the floor up to about here, come straight across, cover all that up. Spare tire can still go in. It's a lot of work for something that I just woke up one day and said, hey, I want to do something for YouTube, and I thought this would be cool. So then we bought a turbo kit for a car we didn't own, and then we bought a car. So yeah, it's a little different, guys. So if people don't remember what this car was, up in the right hand corner, guys, check out the link. It was a 4-door automatic and salvage titled car. So now it's pretty well Civic truck. Let's see. The engine bay is dirty as heck. So you'll see everything's been shaved, all the mounts have been power coated. We are still waiting to do the head gasket, time belt, water pump, put the new oil pan in, which then we can do our oil return. Once the head gasket's done, we can start to wire this bad boy up. We already started doing our wire tuck. We did a brake line tuck as well. Now this is the first time for me in a Honda. So I put them in here, me and Jeff, and I see a lot of people put them in through the cow. That might have been an easier and better idea, but I never owned a Honda before. I never did a brake line tuck on a Honda. So I'm not really following anyone else's direction. We're just doing what we see fit. But you will see that the truck is looking pretty cool. So all this was made by scratch, guys. I used a Chevy truck upper cab corner, cut it, sectioned it, and then I used, this is, for people that haven't been an OG watching this build, this is out of a Toyota 4Runner, power rear glass. So we did that. We cut the angle off. We went straight down for the box line. We shaved the wiper, the rear wiper, and this is all power. So, and actually, if you've seen before, it actually butt it right up with the roof, like perfect. So that's cool. And then we got to open it up here, and there's different things you guys can do when you come to customize stuff like this. You can see that there is like an opening here where the old door used to be. You can cover that up. I have the rubber to make it look nice. So this is the rubber gasket here, and so it's something like that. Like I got the rubber gasket there, and that way I can still undercoat in through there when it comes time for paint. So it's little things like that that we're gonna have to work on. No set manual, because let's face it, it's not like someone did a, hey, let's do a how-to on how to do this. No, this is all new. Everyone does things differently, and this is what I see is probably the best fit for me. So I'm gonna go back to some body work, guys. I'm going to do the body fill next, and then I'll bring you back right before the end, because let's face it, maybe I might show you a little bit of body work, but for now I just want to get this blown off. It's already been back sanded, and it's time to start doing some body work to this. So stay tuned, guys. Okay guys, we're gonna wrap it up at that. We did, oh, back pain. We did do first coat of body fill on this, just to knock out to see where my high spots are. I'll give you a so I do apologize about how dusty it is in here, but you'll see that I got the fiberglass and I got one coat of body fill. Now you'll see like there's a high spot here, which if I just knock this down, I think it's probably gonna be fine. Just do some high build primer. I had a spot right here, I just banged down, one right there. But for the most part, guys, it's roughed in, so it shouldn't be too bad. So like I was saying earlier, it's going to be done 180. I'm going to finish up the body fill, and then I'll putty it. and then I'll pick out any dents that might have been in that rear door, which I don't think there was any, but I'll double check. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get this side in primer, and then I'm gonna work on the roof. And when I say the roof, I wanna get the cab corner done to about here down, so I can get this primed, and then I'll go to the other side. I wanna get this door off, get it ready for paint. So my game plan, since this is gonna be a show vehicle, is it's gonna be done with 180. I'm gonna high build primer it, probably 3 or 4 coats. I'm gonna block it with 180 with guide coat, and I'm gonna re-prime it, and then I'll block it with 320, 400. I'm gonna seal the car, so honestly, sealer will cover up anything over 400 anyways, and I'll just do 400 and done. So I'm gonna leave it at this, come back tomorrow, might not be the same video, so it might be the same video. I guess we'll have to wait till tomorrow, guys. So thanks for checking me out, and if it's not the same video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and if it is the same video, then still subscribe, turn on post notifications, and we'll talk to you guys after.